No.
Welcome to Rhinos and Aliens.
Yo. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Rhinos and Aliens After Dark, episode 20? 21. Episode 21. This is where we just have a quick session real quick, and we just talk about whatever. My name is the Don Dot of all Dons. Hello, as you should know. In front of me,
We got Francis Mandrala, or as he likes to say,
White Luxurious, or AKA White Chocolate.
or long hair, don't care.
Or that one.
Oh, now it's that one. You're the one who invented that one.
That's a fact. But real quick, before we start everything, make sure you give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and make sure you hit that bell for all of our notifications.
Yeah. My bad, my head's everywhere, as you probably know.
It's all good, man. We just had to start somewhere.
Okay, so we're going to start with some sports, and then we're going to finish with a lot of sports. So a quick sports thing is that Serena Williams earlier this week earned her 102nd U.S. Open match win, which this officially breaks the tie she had with Chris Evert for the most wins by any male or female at the U.S. Open. And by the way, the stats have been kept ever since 1968, which is considered the Open era. So technically, some people might actually have more wins, but that's not what they consider official.
Congratulations to you. You're amazing at what you do.
Yo, bro, I believe she's, 37, 38 now?
Yeah, she's definitely higher than mid.
She's at least mid-30s, and I think it might be late 30s now. But, bro, when you think about that, just to put this in perspective.
How long has she been doing it now?
Since she was 16, and I believe... Yeah.
I did not know she started at 16.
She won her first... I believe she won her first major when she was 16.
Oh, she was young out here just getting it. What? I didn't know that.
Okay, so Serena Williams is officially 38 years old.
But, you're hitting them tennis balls. I like when they make those random ass noises.
What, the tennis balls?
If you actually watch, guys, it's ridiculous. It's hilarious, though. I like when I think Family Guy made a comedy about it. When they was playing tennis.
The grunting.
Yeah.
The grunting, yeah.
It's amazing.
And specifically, it's more common with women, too.
That's funny.
Okay, so just to put this in perspective, her first Grand Slam win was in 1999.
I was 5.
And she was either 16 or she just turned 17. Her first Grand Slam win. That's like winning the Super Bowl when you're 16 in high school. To put that shit in perspective.
She was just out here getting money, and I was probably still wearing diapers.
No, she was making money when she was 14, 15.
That's ridiculous. She already had $1 million at 16. That's ridiculous. So, is it a cup?
No, it's called a Grand Slam. A slam.
Slam.
Yeah.
Oh, never knew.
Yeah. But it's weird because in tennis, you won a Grand Slam title.
Yeah.
But there's also a Grand Slam where you win the 4 titles in a year. Yeah.
Tennis is a little confusing. Only because I don't really watch.
What I'm trying to say is to the 102 wins.
Yeah.
You can only win 8 U.S. Open matches every year.
Oh, okay.
Just to put that in perspective. So she has 102. So that also shows how long she's been doing it, but also how consistently year in and year out.
She's actually been winning, right?
Yeah.
That is ridiculous.
Yo, have you seen... Did you play the beta for Marvel's The Avengers?
Yeah, no.
Oh, did you see any footage?
Yeah. I actually just watched a guy play the whole game. I liked the game. I just personally was not going to get it because I don't know. I just didn't know. I like the game though. It was
How do you feel about the character models?
I feel like they tried to go off of the movie they did have like the same features and everything off of the movie,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I didn't really like it. I like the characters.
Okay, so if I asked you a question, why do all the characters in the game look like the film stunt doubles? Would you disagree?
No, not at all. Not at all. Thor looked like the last Thor. He's a little chubby. At least the armor made it look chubby. They had the one part where he was like working somewhere. I think like a supermarket or something like that. He had like his little name tag in the game.
Really?
Yeah, because like in the game, I don't know if you guys. I'm sorry if I'm gonna. This is spoilers. So if you guys are watching this, please skip past this. But in the game, they do like a 5-year expand thing because they separate, and then like 5 years pass,
Okay.
and then like they disband or whatever, and then at one point in the game they're slowly coming back one by one, and Thor finally comes back. But when he comes back, he's in like his work shirt with a tag
At a supermarket?
or something, and it says Thor or something, and then he looks in that part. He looks like he actually works out and skinny.
Okay.
But when he puts the armor on, he looks like the chubby one of the last of Infinity War.
Yeah, it's weird. I can't get past how they look because they were obviously influenced by the MCU.
The actual, yeah.
But at the same time, it's almost the opposite of the Uncanny Valley effect, where obviously they don't look like them, but you want them to look like them because everything else looks like it.
It just wouldn't make sense if they didn't, kind of.
Yeah.
But it kind of messed me up because they tried to get actors that sound like them also, and that's what really messed me up because who was Tony Stark? The actual Tony Stark?
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, Robert. They have a guy
who tries to be funny like him.
Yeah, and he tries to like throw his voice like Robert Downey Jr. And in that game, I would just laugh like this guy's trying way too hard.
It takes you out of it, right?
Yeah, like he's trying way too hard. Like those jokes was corny. Whoever wrote the script was terrible.
It's also the same thing. You know how they make those animated shows or those animated direct to film about the MCU, and they try to get actors who sound like them, and the character models look like them, and it's like, at that point, I would rather you just made a film that was based in the world but took your own inspiration, because it's worse when you try to sound like somebody and you don't. Because it just...
the Tasha, she...
Bro, I think she looks the worst of the character models.
I don't think she looks the worst.
No, I'm not saying she looks the worst in terms it's a bad character model. I mean, she looks the worst being compared.
Trying so hard, yeah, definitely. That I can agree.
Because her model was obviously based off of Scarlett Johansson with
definitely.
the tight suits and shit.
100%. Even the hairstyle.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Even the hairstyle, definitely 100%. I will also say Hulk. He didn't reflect off what's his name? Buffalo.
Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah.
He didn't reflect completely off of him, but it was pretty close. Like David Banner did. The Hulk was completely different, but David Banner definitely did reflect off of him.
I think that the Hulk, David Banner, was the best of the group in terms of Banner looked and sounded the most realistic of the group, while the Hulk took its own influence.
Oh my God, he sounded like a gorilla. That's the only thing that pissed me off.
But at least they didn't try to go full-blown make him sound exactly like the MCU.
Well, yeah, I can agree with that, but it was pissing me off like certain moments in the game where he'd be like attacking somebody or something, and he'd be like, that would piss me off.
Sounding like Gorilla Grodd or something.
Yes, I was like, bro, why does the Hulk sound like a gorilla?
And this is supposed to be 5 years in the future, so he's supposed to be more sophisticated as the Hulk, not less.
Exactly, and that shit was pissing me off, bro.
So can we just sum this up? I only watched the first 4 or 5 hours of gameplay. You've seen the whole game. Mm-hmm. Would you say that it's just too inconsistent in terms of the actual characters itself. To where, for me, it felt like moments they wanted to be just like the MCU, and then other moments they just did not give a fuck about the continuity. So, I'm trying to say is...
Also didn't like Captain America, just to throw it out there.
He was my least favorite, bro.
Yeah.
It was terrible. That literally looked like the stunt double.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, we got Chris Evans.
No, actually, it didn't look like him. It didn't look like Chris Evans at all. That's what pissed me off, kind of, because it was like, if you're trying to make them look alike, why would you half-ass do Captain America?
But this is what's so brilliant about that statement. If you look at a lot of the stunt doubles, their faces don't look anything alike, but the hair and the body build is exact.
Yeah, you got that.
Everything about Captain America looked like Chris Evans, but his face.
Yeah. They also made it seem like Captain America was like the greatest leader, and that was pissing me off, because in the movie or in any Avengers, Tony Stark is like secondary captain of like the leader. I would say secondary leader, and it was just pissing me off how they was like, well, if Captain America was here, or like in the game towards the end, I'm not gonna reveal like the main villain, but even towards the end, it was saying like, oh, capture Captain America. Without him, they're nothing. Without Captain America, they'll be okay. That shit used to. It was just pissing me off.
Because he's the most human of the bunch.
Well, not most human.
Well, Tony Stark is, but in terms of powers.
Yeah. Well, you're right.
I would rather have Tony Stark's armor than Captain America's shield.
Natasha is technically the most human. She's just a really great assassin.
True, but when we're talking about the Avengers, she's the sidekick. I don't count her as the main group.
Yeah.
I think of the main four, and then you have her, you got Arrow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Arrow wasn't even in it.
No, I know, but
which sucks. I heard Spider-Man's in it, only for PlayStation, though, but I haven't seen him.
Yeah, I guess I was watching somebody playing the Xbox, because I did not see any footage of him either.
No, I was watching... Well, was I watching somebody play the Xbox? I think I was. Who was you watching? Is it MK?
Yep.
Yeah. If we're watching the same person, then I think it is Xbox. Yeah, I think it is Xbox.
And I think... I know Ice and Fire, he always plays Xbox or PC, unless it's a PlayStation exclusive.
You know what? I think he was playing PlayStation. He was playing PlayStation. Because I think he plays PlayStation, unless it was a PC one. But, like I said, I don't know. The game was put together pretty good. It was just a few hiccups. But the game, it was pretty cool.
Okay, so now we're gonna watch a video because I want your reaction. This is the next
Batman.
The next couple of things we're going to discuss has to do with Batman, because this shit is funny as fuck. So okay,
Sorry we can't show you, but just listen.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I don't even want to play this one because this is the really funny part. Okay, so the first one is, as Daniel, you could see, there's a GIF of Batman whooping that dude's ass who looks like a Joker henchman. Yeah. And somebody said he pressed triangle and spam square on that motherfucker. If you guys played any of the Batman
the Batman ones, it's the counter, and then just keep tapping square. Keep hitting the one dude. He like, that's all you hear. If you guys really play Batman game, all you hear is and then the punches get faster and faster.
No, they speed up. They speed up
in the trailer. All you hear is
Yo, so when I saw that tweet, I just had to favorite it and had to mention it because we're big Batman fans. We're really into the Batman Arkham games, and when I read that, it's just
it brought back so many memories.
Yeah, like you are right.
It's 100% true.
Especially how the goons, they try to come at you and you just wait for that
right swing and you just dodge and
flip them over.
That's amazing.
Okay, so the next thing is a video that you guys can't see, but you will be able to hear it, and
we'll be quiet just so you guys can listen.
Already dead.
One more time.
Stop! He's already dead.
If you guys didn't know, that's the Simpson.
Bro, tell me that shit ain't priceless.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Oh my god.
Stop! He's already dead.
And don't forget that his knuckles are
Armored.
yeah. And he's bashing this motherfucker's head in.
Like, yeah, that dude's gonna be in a hospital for a while. For a long while.
Dude. Yeah, so I just had to mention those tweets. I couldn't get enough. Okay, now there's two things I also want to say.
What's up?
Somebody commented saying, going back to the Batman Arkham games, how much you want to bet the Batman is just going to be 2.5 hours of Robert Pattinson going around different parts of Gotham trying to find all 300 Riddler trophies?
I hated that shit. Oh my god, I hated that.
Yo, dude, the number of tweets and memes that went back to Arkham was priceless.
Off of this tweet, you can see the girl saying Batman be like, now talk. He be beating the shit. He does. He be beating the shit out of them and then be like, now talk. Like, what, bro? The man can't talk. Yo, like I remember one time I think he like broke somebody's arm or something like that. And then he was like, no, tell me where he is.
Wasn't that the Dark Knight?
He like broke his arm or broke his leg or something like that.
You remember in Batman Begins, he was holding that one detective from 2 stories high.
Yeah.
And then he said, what is this supposed to scare me? This ain't going to kill me. And he says, I know. And then he just drops his ass and freaking...
Like, what? Bro, that's ruthless. The man probably peed himself upside down at that. Like, what?
Yo, and another thing is, did you peep in the trailer how he says, I'm vengeance? Every Batman, whenever anybody says, who are you? Batman says, I'm Batman. Every single Batman says, I'm Batman. But in this trailer, he says, I'm vengeance. In terms of when somebody asks Batman directly, who are you? And he gives them an actual...
Oh, I'm Batman.
Yeah.
I'm Batman. No, that's too deep.
Yeah, that's too deep. But you know what the saying
Batman.
is? I'm vengeance. I'm the knight. I'm Batman.
Yeah.
And this is the first one, which makes sense because this is his second year, so he hasn't gotten to the Batman part yet.
Yeah. Okay, like I said, I have to see this movie in order to.
Yeah, you weren't the biggest fan of the trailer.
Yeah.
Yo, by the way, bro, you know Colin Farrell's in the film?
No, I did not know that.
He's in the trailer too.
They suck at this trailer, obviously.
No, bro, he doesn't look like Colin Farrell. Do you remember the chase scene at the very end of the trailer where Batman's chasing some fat looking guy?
Mm-hmm.
That's supposed to be Colin Farrell as the Penguin.
So they actually got a fat penguin.
Yes. Good. Bad. How the fuck is... I'm not believing that's Colin Farrell. There is no way that's
I mean, a lot of makeup. You know, they're probably gonna give him the long nose.
But, bro,
Give him that ugly ass face that he does.
They better win makeup Oscar because he does not look...
Hopefully.
Okay. Now, we just for the fuck of it, we got to talk about this Bella Thorne stuff.
Guys, can we talk about this Bella Thorne? Oh my goodness. You guys got catfished. Is that the right term? Catfish?
No, it's not catfish because you saw her.
You got baited.
Yeah. They got fooled.
You got baited. Definitely. Hard.
By the way, there's some stats to that too. Her OnlyFans account earned over $1 million in the first 24 hours, which destroyed the record.
The record, yeah, I saw that.
And before she was shut down, it ended up earning over $2 million for posting a couple of photos with clothes on.
Let's talk about how OnlyFans had to change their rules because of her. They changed her, like, they damn near their whole setup because of her. Like, damn. Because people was complaining and doing they was complaining and making reports. There it is. Making, reports about it. Like...
Yeah, because she specifically said, if you send me $200, whatever it was
like $200.
You get to see me naked, and then a lot of the people either agreed.
Bikini.
Yeah,
Like
she lied.
and people was upset Like, I want my $2 back. People are complaining directly to OnlyFans. She literally changed the game.
She literally changed.
Literally. That's ridiculous. Within 24 hours, too.
But somebody brought up a valid point. Imagine paying $200 for a pic of Bella Thorne when I could drive downtown and find a crackhead that looked just like her.
Sadly, but true.
Now, to be fair, her face is pretty as fuck.
Yeah.
And she's a seductive woman. You're not going to find that many crackheads looking like her face-wise.
Yeah.
But body type-wise,
Sorry.
what were people paying for? No, because
Bella Thorne.
but couldn't you go online and find a similar looking thin woman like that?
Probably
Redhead?
go on YouTube, a porn site, and just look up Bella Thorne. They'll just put her face on somebody else's body. Anybody that have a body similar, all you gotta do is that. If you really want to just whack off.
Okay, so where do you fall? Do you feel bad for these people?
I do.
I'm not saying the quote unquote women with OnlyFans. I'm talking about the people who pay $200.
Yeah, I definitely feel bad. You lost $200 just to get a bikini that you can look on Google for.
I don't feel bad though.
Why not?
As somebody pointed out, if you wanted to see a skinny broad that badly, go downtown to any downtown, or go to the hood of any hood.
I feel bad because you got scammed.
But when somebody says over through text, "Oh, if you give me this much money and I'll do this in return," the moment you send the money, they don't have to.
Well, yeah.
Like, bro, how's that no different from Cash App? You're talking to a female and you guys are talking sexual, and then you want to spice it up and do photos or videos, and she says, "Okay, but send me some Cash App." How many guys would do that? A lot of guys would do it.
A lot.
And if she never sends it, whose fault is that? Even I'm not saying she's not in the wrong, but I'm saying whose fault is it? You can't blame her. You can only blame yourself.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
I still feel bad for them, though. That's $200. You know what I could do with $200?
You could buy a lot of shares in a lot of companies.
This is true.
Yeah.
Buy a lot of napkins, too.
What the
I don't know. You can buy a lot of napkins, though.
napkins of all the things, bro. I thought you were going to go the condom route.
You can do that, too.
Yeah.
It's a lot of condoms. You'll be prepared for the whole year.
Oh, yeah, but before we end that, though, somebody made this quote, and I have a word in mind, but I want to know what you got from it. So somebody tweeted, "You see how Bella Thorne turned out to be a piece of shit, but not Zendaya ever since their Disney TV show." Mm-hmm. And then she continued by saying, "It's only the white people who ruin everything in life." What's the first word that comes to your mind?
Ignorance.
Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one. That's a valid one, too. I was going to say, that is technically a form of racism.
It is.
Nobody will ever say it
Yeah.
because she, obviously,
She's probably colored.
yes, she was. Yep. But that is a form of racism, and just because you're colored, that does not mean you can't be racist.
That is true. Sorry, you're racist.
But ignorant is a much more subtle way to put it, and it's still valid. So I appreciate that. Well, no, seriously, bro. A lot of racism is just ignorance.
It is.
It's not even actual racism. It's just...
You just being ignorant.
Yep. Okay, bro. You ready for this video?
You know, we used to talk about that. White people can be niggas. We was talking about that. White people, you can be niggas. And niggas is ignorant. I'm just saying.
Bro, any person can technically be...
Don't mean you can say it. But
oh, you're using nigga in the form of
the actual term of it.
yeah.
You're
Like how my neighbor from across the street says he absolutely loves black people, but he hates niggas like that.
Yeah.
Yep. And only a true person who lives in the hood knows the difference.
That's true.
All these white people, if they're listening, they're getting offended.
No, look up the actual word.
Yep.
If anything.
Hey, but that's life. You gotta
It's true.
Gotta go
Sadly.
with the flow. Okay, you ready for this, bro?
Let's do this.
This was
one
just
more quick vid.
Yep.
This fucking Lizard Friday, bitch.
What it is?
Lizard Friday, fuck.
Here's a Friday. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
bitch.
What is on his head?
I got enough food, but then I know you cut hair, how you can just.
It looks like the Walmart Christmas thing.
Did he
say-
steal all of this? What
Then you got the food.
he got like a Walmart Target hat.
You got the Donyhal for your little boy.
That shit, oh, what the fuck you?
Fuck you. Fuck me. Cause I can sell this shit.
By the way, guys, these are little kids.
The people on eBay, they won't sit.
Not even
Baby.
10.
eBay, yes.
Nobody want this shit. Man, I'm going to Walmart get new shit.
So you're around the motherfuckers
It's Walmart.
spend your money with them than me?
No, it is because that's the symbol.
That's the symbol.
The,
It's a
the saving
Walmart.
symbol.
I said Target.
But because it's red. But it's probably a Walmart Christmas hat.
It is.
That's why it's red and white.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Your own blood? Man, you a bitch. You a bitch.
Fuck, I'm a bitch. What the fuck you little like?
After
I
just
can sell this shit.
after
I can sell it. The people on eBay, they won't sit.
eBay.
eBay, yes.
Nobody want this shit.
Guys.
Man, I'm going to Walmart get new shit.
So you're around the motherfuckers spend your money with them than me?
Yeah.
Your own blood?
Man,
Man, you a bitch.
Yo, the way he says it though is hilarious.
it's the
Man, you a bitch. You's a bitch.
it's the energy he's putting behind each word and the emphasis.
Yeah. Yeah. He said, man, you a bitch.
Fuck you. Fuck me. Cause I can sell this shit. I can sell it. The people on eBay, they won't sit.
They won't sit.
eBay, yes.
Nobody want this shit. Man, I'm going to Walmart get new shit.
So you're around the motherfuckers spend your money with them than me?
Yeah.
Your own blood? Man, you a bitch. You a bitch.
Fuck, I'm a bitch. What the fuck you
He
little
said,
like?
man, you a bitch.
You know what's so funny too? I just realized he's wearing a green jacket with neon green gloves.
with gray sweats and a
And a red-
a red Walmart savings hat.
Yo, that's Shia LaBeouf style right there.
Nah, I don't know what that is. That's no swag. That's what that is. What's next on the agenda?
I believe now it's just getting into
The NBA.
yeah, bro. And this
Hey.
is where I'm gonna want you to really get descriptive and do your
Thug
thing.
Dizzle. Got you. Just give me something and I'll roll with it. That's all it is. That's all I do. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo times 2. Got bars.
Okay, so basically, we're going to. Well, first off, let's just state that as of this recording, the second round has begun. The most recent games were the Raptors beating the Celtics 104-103. The series is now 1-2, Raptors-Celtics. And then also the Clippers beat the Nuggets by 20 plus. It was absolutely. The final score was 120-97, just so to be clear.
When I was watching it, guys, I was watching this while I was at work. I'm just letting you guys get a heads up. But from what I've seen, the Clippers, I think they actually have potential to be one of the most defensive teams in the playoffs right now. You can definitely tell the difference between like them moving around and everything. Like they was active on the ball at all times. They knew who to double team, who get like the center. What's his name? Nico. I don't know how to say his name. The Joker. We're just gonna say that.
The Joker, because I can't pronounce it.
Yeah, Djokovic, or not Djokovic.
You just Joker, bro.
Yeah,
Just
the
Joker.
But they double teamed him every time he got the ball. Damn near. They would leave like certain people open. I didn't, and then Murray also had a bad game compared to him just having a 51-point game.
Well, don't forget he had a bad game 7, which against the Jazz, which we're going to talk about later.
No, that game I think he scored. No, he didn't score 50.
He had a bad game. Jokic.
He went 6 for 14. It's not too bad. 0 for 2 at the 3. 3 for 4 at the free throw. He had, which is surprising, only 3 rebounds. That is bad.
Yo, but this entire season, he's been very up and down with the rebounds, bro.
Yeah, but that's bad.
And yo, he's the tallest player on their team on the court.
On the court, yeah, starting wise. to end it for him. He only had 15. Today, Gary Harris was off. Like, he didn't shoot that much, but when he did shoot, he was missing.
He looked, you know
he
what?
played 24 minutes.
You know what
and
he looked
only
like, though?
Shot 5 shots. Like,
He looked
what?
tired.
Yeah, it could be that too.
Murray looked tired. What was Murray's stats? Murray
was 5 for 15
and 2 for 8 from beyond the arc,
Right.
which compared to the past series, that is dreadful.
Yeah, this is probably like his worst field goal percentage from the 3. Murray only had 12, and then Harris only had 5. Like, that's from your main 2 players. That's bad.
But like you said, the Clippers' defense was on one
Yeah,
too.
the Clippers' defense was amazing. To go to talk about the Clippers and what they did, like I said, to me, I just felt like they were more active on the court. They was moving around when they was supposed to. They was in their transactions. Don't get me wrong. Compared to the Denver Nuggets, they did have their rest.
They had 2 full days, right?
Yeah, they did have their rest. Don't get me wrong. So that's probably
That's
did
a
play-
major.
Yeah,
major
that probably
factor.
did play a major factor. But talk about Kawhi. He played 32 minutes. He went 12 for 16. He's at the end of the game. He scored 29.
Bro, he's been so efficient. We're gonna get into this later.
Exactly, bro.
But, oh my god.
Paul George actually showed up somewhat today, kinda.
The past couple games, he's actually been showing some life.
Yeah, finally. 6 for 13 from the field goal, 2 for 7, which is kind of bad. To me, it seems like in the game he's forcing the threes.
Oh yeah, that is very inefficient.
Yeah, 2 for 7 from the threes.
And he wasn't that good from the line. 5 for 7 isn't good for Paul George standards.
5 for 7 is not bad compared to most players.
That's 70% though.
LeBron's been horrible at the line lately.
Bro, he's been horrible for 3 years now.
Yeah, so I can't. 5 for 7 is great compared to that.
I'm saying for his standards.
Oh well, yeah, but he had 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. Like I said, the whole team individually was just great on defense. He ended the game with 19. Like I said, defensively, the Clippers was just there, and as you can see, defense wins games. Let's talk about turnovers.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Clippers had 14 turnovers.
That's
not bad, but if you watch, it was like simple turnovers, like stuff that shouldn't happen. Like,
Okay,
they'll go mid-shot and then try to make a pass to somebody who's not open.
So you're saying if they weren't doing stupid shit, it would have been more like 6 or 8.
Exactly.
I agree.
Like, if you was watching it, you would like definitely understand.
No, that's a valid point. That's a valid point.
I can't really say turnovers wasn't bad on both sides because the Nuggets had 15 also. But to me, Clippers could have easily could have more than 120 if it wasn't for those turnovers.
But the Nuggets turnovers, most of them felt like they were turnovers because of the Clippers. The Clippers turnovers felt like those stupid ass Steph Curry turnovers where just give a simple pass, you get the bucket instead of you want to do something behind your back bullshit.
And it like you just watching, you would be like, "What the fuck? Why would you do that?" It was literally that when it came to the Clippers. So to me, Clippers, they like I said, defensively they're amazing. They just more active on the ball. And the crazy thing is to hold the Nuggets actually under 100 points.
I know. No, when you hold a team below 100 this postseason, that's incredible.
Yeah, compared to I guess hitting 100 is natural now. I remember back when we was little, like
when 80, 90 games used to be the norm.
Exactly. And now 100 plus points is the norm.
Bro, you remember when we grew up, if a game was 80 to 78, yeah, that's on the lower end, but that's not out of the norm. If a team goes 80 and another team goes 78, you're like, what the fuck is happening?
Bro, who knows nowadays, man? It's aggravating.
Okay, you ready to talk about the...
Let's go into the Raptors and Boston Celtics.
We're going to quickly give the stats, but I want you to focus on... Talk about a finish, bro.
Yeah.
But by the way, I just want to point out that the past 2 games between these 2 teams have been decided by a total of 4 points. The past 2 games, 4 points total. The last game was decided by 3 points, and this game was decided by 1.
Well, to start off, Kyle Lowry played 46 minutes.
Yeah, he put that work in, bro.
Who?
Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, he definitely did.
Even if the stats don't show it, he was a main reason why
They kind of won.
they snuck out.
Yeah. He went 13 for 23 for field goal. He went 2 for 8 from the 3, 3 for 4 from the line. Ended the game with 6 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals. Ended the game with 31 points. Van Fleet.
Bro, ever since he had his first child,
Yeah, he's been going off.
ever
Yeah.
since the,
2, 3, 4.
I'm sorry, guys. These ads is coming out of nowhere. These ads is really coming out of nowhere. I apologize if that was loud in your guys' ears.
yo,
Out of nowhere, like what?
Yo.
And they fucking move shit.
he's been balling, bro. Last postseason, this regular season, and this postseason, he's been balling.
Yeah. So with this game, he played 41 minutes. He went 9 for 22 field goal.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
3-point was pretty iffy for his standards.
5 for 13 from the 3. 2 for 2 at the line. He ended the game with 3 rebounds, 6 assists, and 25 points.
Yo, they're point guards, bro. Between him and Lowry, dude, they combined for what? It was 56 points or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Now going to the Celtics.
Going
bro.
to the Celtics. Celtics to me is just an all-around great team.
Yeah, but they lost this game because of.
That last second shot.
Can we just say Walker? Wait, yeah, Walker has been freaking balling this entire postseason.
Walker did this one pass in the game. He lost the ball, but he kept his dribble and was driving to the paint. He literally drew everybody to him, did a no-look bounce pass to the center, and it was so perfect. Like, what's his name? Theus, the center? I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm so sorry, guys.
I don't either.
I can't read it or something. I don't know.
I'm terrible with names, bro.
But he did the bounce pass, bro, and he was so open. That pass was just, his IQ is just amazing.
Yo, did you see game 2 where he did that nasty as fuck crossover?
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck, bro?
Kemba Walker is just amazing.
If anybody had any doubts if his knee was acting up, that move right there shut everybody up.
Yeah, definitely. But let's talk about the game. Like,
yes, let's
Boston
talk about that.
alone had this game. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It was going back and forth. I'm not going to lie. But at the end of the game, I really thought Boston won. Like I said, with Kemba Walker,
Well, weren't they leading most of the game too?
yeah, like Kemba Walker, that pass was at the fourth quarter with less than a minute left. Or not even a minute, less than a second or a few seconds left.
Yeah, you're talking about the last second shot where he just got the ball out of his hand.
No, I'm talking about Kemba Walker. When I said he lost the ball and drove the whole team to him and made that no-look pass.
No, but
That
I'm
was
saying
in-
about the shot, though.
Oh, yeah, that's for the Raptors.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, like I said, Kemba Walker, he drew the whole team in, made a no-look pass to the center who was wide open down low, a bounce pass, and when I saw that, I was like, oh, that's game. I was like, it's 103 to 101. I was like, that's game.
Yep.
No, it was literally, guys, 0.5 seconds left. And Raptors caught timeout. They bought the pass again. Kyle Lowry somehow found OJ Anabu. And man, when I say he was wide open in the corner, but he was on the whole other side of the court. I don't know how he found him with Taco Fall in front of him.
Yeah.
Bro, he made that pass, that quick second, shot the ball, cash, and that's game. I said, what the fuck?
Bro, you know most people wouldn't even be able to get the ball out
Their hands. Bro, he caught it and said, and it was nothing but net. I said, holy shit. Holy shit. Because I could have, like, if they didn't make that,
He had to flick it.
Yeah.
He literally, the moment you catch it, you have to release
just
it.
release it. And when I say if he didn't make that shot, I swear Boston was going to sweep them. But he actually gave Toronto a chance to actually come back.
I agree with that. If it wasn't for that shot, we would be looking at a sweep right now.
Yeah.
We would be looking at a full-blown sweep.
So they better praise that man. That's all I got to say.
Yo, bro, did you ever see the highlights of when Derek Fisher caught the ball with 0.4 seconds left and he was roughly 16 feet away and he made it?
Yeah.
That's what that shot reminded me of, except twice as far. Freaking Heat are doing to the Bucks. They're up 2-0 now.
Run through.
Jimmy scored 40 in game 1.
Yeah.
He hit the 2 clutch free throws in game 2.
Guys, you guys just have to watch these games. When I say Jimmy Butler is literally putting his heart and soul into these games
On both ends, once
on
again.
both ends, you could tell he wants at least to get to the finals, at least.
He wants to make a statement.
And I just want Miami Heat to beat the Bucks.
Why?
Cause I've been watching the Heat for this whole postseason. They're just an all around great team. Like they're literally just an all around great team. If you actually watch them play, bro, not even just like looking
No,
at
Sebastian
the stats.
is a huge fan. But if you look at all their stats preach how they're defensive minded, how they defend the 3-point top 5, if not top 3, and they're one of the best 3-point shooting teams in the league.
Yeah.
They defend the 3, they shoot the 3, they have clutch players.
Yeah.
They have gritty players.
Yeah.
Pat Riley teams don't fuck around.
They don't.
You're either 100% in or get the fuck out.
Yeah. David Roberts, or that's his name, David Robertson?
David, which I don't.
The small forward, the one that he like leads there. I think he made the franchise threes or something like that.
I don't know his name, but I know who you're
his
talking
last
about.
name is Robinson. I know that. I don't remember his first name.
And just to be fair, you do have a computer right there.
This is true, but we're just not gonna. It's whatever. But yeah, he's been playing amazing. Like his threes percentage is ridiculous this postseason.
Yeah, and one of their 3-point shooters has actually been struggling, and they're still winning.
Yeah. Tyler Hero.
Yeah, he's been, especially for the regular season he's been struggling.
Is he a rookie?
Yeah,
He's
is a rookie.
either a rookie or a sophomore, but I mean, like I'm pretty sure he's nervous. It's his first postseason game or postseason season or whatever.
His first postseason.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he's nervous or whatever. But they definitely been holding.
You think he has
up.
the jitters?
He probably does. I mean, he should have got rid of him by now. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure, but you never know. He's also not starting. He used to start.
Well, you know how Spoelstra is. He goes with the hot hand.
Which makes sense because right now it's working, so can't complain if it's working. So, but yeah, I feel like Miami could definitely beat the Bucks. If the Bucks don't win next game, they could definitely just beat. I'm not gonna say sweep, but they can definitely beat them.
I agree. Now we're going to do a quick run through of round 1 because I got the facts. And I want to blow some people's minds away. So we're going to the East. There's nothing exciting about the East. Everything was a sweep or some type of
Damn
sweep.
near all types of sweep.
Okay, so a quick rundown. The Raptors swept the Nets. They won every single game by 5+ points. But this is the thing. Besides game 2, they won every other game by at least 24 points. The average margin of victory was 20.5 points for that sweep. The Celtics sweep the 76ers. Besides game 2, which was a 27-point victory, they only won by 8, 8, and 4. So it was a sweep, and I was very disappointed in the energy I saw from Philly, but at least 3 of the games they made it close. So
Yeah.
you have to respect that from if you're looking on the bright side of that series. But as we all know, the coach just got fired, and people are questioning if Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid can actually work out together.
I don't think so. Me personally,
Okay, so who would you keep then?
definitely Embiid.
Over Ben Simmons?
Ben Simmons.
See, I want to make this clear. I actually
Well, like,
agree
what
with
do
you.
What do you bring around Ben Simmons? That's my question.
What are they doing in Milwaukee? Shooters. Get one big man, who they already have, Horford, and get nothing but shooters. Because the Greek Freak, he can't shoot to save his life.
He's more efficient than what he's been, though.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point. And I would also make the case the Greek Freak doesn't have injury history like Ben Simmons now does, because this
Yeah.
season he has been jacked. Before this season, I would have said Ben Simmons over Embiid without a doubt because he has health. But now you go back to his rookie year. He missed the entire rookie year because
His
of
whole rookie year because he was injured.
his foot. And now he has a fucked up back, bro. And the two worst things to have as a 6'10 point guard is a fucked up foot and a back.
Yeah.
Because no matter what, they never fully heal. Look at Yao Ming. The moment he never got injured. The moment he injured his foot the first time, it was nothing but foot injuries.
Yeah.
My only thing with Embiid, bro, when you watch him play, there's not the
He's injury prone too, though.
He is
But when you watch him play, he actually is playing good.
when he wants to.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I don't see the consistency with him. Ben, if you could combine them, I would love that player. Because Ben Simmons has the consistency. He wants to win. Joel Embiid has... How is your center shooting better from the line and from beyond the arc?
Then majority of the whole team.
Yeah.
I was just like, I don't know. Like I said, if I was that team, I'd build around. How old is Embiid?
I believe he's 27 and Simmons is 25.
I would just have to build around Embiid. I'm sorry.
So, but you would probably do the same thing too, get a whole bunch of shooters, right?
Most likely, yeah. A point guard is definitely important if you let go of Ben Simmons. You definitely need a point guard to.
Yeah. A point guard that can shoot because you
need a point guard that's just an all around good point guard though.
Yeah, but
Because you lose Ben Simmons, you're losing defense. That's actually their whole defense.
Yes.
Get rid of him. That's your defense. So you need a point guard that can play defense. You need a Kyle Lowry, or you need a Eric Bledsoe. You put Eric Bledsoe on the Trailblazers. I mean, I said Trailblazers on the 76ers.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah.
You need an all around point guard.
People forget, wasn't Ben Simmons in the top 3 for the defensive player of the year votes?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, he was legit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's an all around point guard. You need another all around point guard.
Well, he's an all-around point guard besides shooting, which is a big thing
for that team. Truthfully,
yeah, because there's no spacing when he and Embiid are on the court at the same time.
Yeah, that's true.
There's a reason why he was going to be a power forward.
That's also the reason why Embiid is
always
better at shooting because when they're both on the court, Embiid he doesn't stay near the paint.
But that's not what he's best at. He's best in the paint.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah. So me personally, I would go around Embiid.
Now I respect that.
But if you do that, you will have to reform your whole team because you need defense. If you get rid of Ben Simmons, now you need defense. You need a point guard.
Don't forget his passing.
And you need a shooter. Some more shooters.
Because you always needed a shooter. But no, I see what you're saying because not only are you going to need a shooter now because he never shot, but you also going to have to.
You need somebody to pick up that defense.
And he is a gifted passer.
Yeah. So, like I said, and you need a point guard, an actual point guard. I don't know. You just have to keep both of them, truthfully.
But, bro, this is the crazy part. Between 4 players, they have over $400 million invested.
Yeah.
Or over 400 and... What was it? 450? Because they're paying Horford $100 million. They're paying Ben.
Get rid of Horford.
But who's going to take that contract of $100 million for him?
Get rid of him. He's just not what he is.
So are you going to take that cap hit and just pay him $100 million just to pay him? Or who are you going to trade it to? Because to get rid of
him.
Who's going to take the contract, bro? Nobody's going to take Horford for 4 years and $100 million.
The Nuggets. No, not the Nuggets. Nets. That's what I was thinking.
No, they already
get a backup.
You're going to pay a backup $100 million?
No,
Okay.
I don't know. I really don't.
Let's.
You know who needs a center?
Who?
Fucking Rockets.
But they don't want a center. They want small ball.
I mean, it's working for them, I guess.
Yeah, we're going to get to that. By the way, the Heat swept the Pacers. They won every game by 9+ points. The average margin of victory was 10.5.
Oladipo played his heart out.
I'm going to say that was the most surprising series to me. I would have never imagined in a million years the Pacers would have been swept. I know the Heat are playing amazing, but if you would have told me the gritty-ass Pacers wouldn't have won one single game without Oladipo, I would have said, fuck out of here. I'll take that bet. I'll bet $1,000. I'm going to make my money back. Oh, motherfucker, I wouldn't have.
You wouldn't have.
I would have lost $1,000 right then and there.
Definitely lost it.
Now, the last series for the East were the Bucks versus the Magic. Besides Game 1, they won every game by 12+ points. And even with the 12-point loss in Game 1, their average margin of victory was 9.2 points per game. So that was the embodiment of a gentleman's sweep. They weren't ready for Game 1, and then they just bust ass every game after.
Crazy.
Now moving to the Western Conference, we're going to get the Lakers out because they lost Game 1. Yeah. But they whooped that ass after.
They definitely did.
What was it? Anthony Davis had at least 2, but I think he had 3 games where he scored over 40. LeBron James had...
It was 2.
Okay. But he averaged over 30 points for the series.
Yeah.
LeBron James averaged nearly 30 points for the series, and he had 2 games with a triple-double. Mm-hmm. He was freaking balling. Bro, best dynamic duo since Kobe Shaq.
It's crazy because we did not expect this at all. We didn't expect them to be that great together.
Now, on paper, I did just because how their game meshes.
Yeah, but I didn't think the chemistry was going to be that good.
Hell no, bro.
Yeah.
And LeBron, anybody who says they predicted LeBron to have this season at his age is full of shit. You're telling me you expected him to average 25+ points and over 10 assists? While Anthony Davis is averaging 27 and 10?
Yeah. It's crazy. It's definitely crazy.
That
Only duo I would say that's as good as them besides them is CJ and Dame.
Yeah, but see, this is what people forget. When I say duo, I'm not saying the 2 best players. I'm saying when I think
You're
of
talking like big and
not even that. I'm talking about how people complement each other, like how their offenses and defenses complement each other. Because AD's gonna be in the paint, but he can also
play up top.
Yes, and LeBron James can play anywhere.
Yeah,
And,
that's true.
And the way they facilitate each other, it's really beautiful. There's been some times where AD gets an offensive rebound, and if it's too far out, he just passes to LeBron, and then they just set up their offense all over again, and then boom, he gets a dunk.
Yeah. It is. I like me watching them this postseason. I can definitely agree with that.
Especially the 2 games where they won by 20+ points, bro. They were... See, people forget when the Lakers are on their game, they're on their game both offensively and defensively. The Lakers are a top 5 defense when they're fucking playing.
Yeah.
When they're hitting some shots, and even when they're not hitting shots, the first game against the Blazers, they only gave up, 103 points? Against the Blazers with what they were doing going into the postseason, they were scoring 120, 130 points. And even in the L, they lost that game not because of their defense, but because they couldn't hit a freaking shot. That was the game they went 5 for 30 from beyond the arc. You're not winning any games like that.
Yeah, you're definitely not. Definitely. Yeah, Lakers is just playing good.
People forgot about playoff LeBron, bro. All those years, he willed Cleveland to the finals.
Yeah. Playoff LeBron is definitely different.
Okay, so now we're going to the Clippers versus the Mavericks. A very up and down series. The Clippers won in 6.
I actually wanted the Mavs to win.
Bro, how do you feel about this?
I actually did.
If KP never got ejected game 1, and then he never got injured at the end of the series, who do you think wins the series?
Bro, if KP stayed in the game for all the series games and Doncic
didn't have a bum ankle,
I guarantee they would have won that whole series. That series probably still would have been the way it is.
I think they would have won.
guarantee Mavs would have won.
Bro, not only
watching them play,
bro, they're unstoppable offensively.
yes, bro. KP can do everything. If you watch them, KP can do everything. Luka can do everything. And not only that, but he has the vision to make sure his team scores.
You want me to get bold? KP can do everything. Theoretically, KP can do everything AD can do.
Yeah.
But with a better shot.
Yes, I will give you that.
And
He's
bro,
more efficient.
yeah, and I stand by this. If he never
Or a
got
efficient shooter, I should say.
Yeah, if he never got injured in game, I said injured. If he never got ejected game 1, they win that game.
Yeah, definitely.
Bro, they had 60. They scored 69 points in 27 minutes.
Yeah. And then Luka is just Luka. Everybody's saying like Luka might be like the next best player in the NBA, and I agree.
He's the
watching
next
him play.
LeBron James of his generation.
Watching him play, yeah.
Can I give you Can I give you his stats for the series?
Go ahead, my man.
This is in terms of points, rebounds, assists. 42-7-9, 28-8-7, 13-10-10 in 29 minutes. He had a triple-double the game he fucked up his ankle. So he didn't play a full game. And then after that, he had 43-17-13. He's the only player in NBA history to get over 10 assists, over 15 rebounds, and over 40 points in a postseason in NBA history.
That's crazy.
Then for his off game, 22-8-4. That's his off game. And then the final game in game 6, 38-9-9.
Magic, man. That's all I can say. Like, he's just amazing, bro. Like,
He doesn't force it. When I watch, the thing that's so crazy, when I watch, I believe it was game 2. When I was watching him playing, I was just thinking, okay, he has, wait, was it game 2? It was game 4 where he did the 43-17-13. By the fourth quarter, I was thinking, okay, he has 20-10-8, something like that. No, he was approaching 40, 17, and 13, and it didn't even feel like it.
yeah,
He's smooth,
yeah,
bro.
that's what it is. That's what it
He's
is.
so smooth. And he's not
And
fast.
he understands the game. He's not fast at all, but
He's
he just
not
understands
athletic.
the game. He's a bigger Chris Paul.
Yeah.
He's a bigger Chris Paul. He's a person who understands the game and is efficient with it.
And we're just going to skip to that game, to that series where the Rockets crawl past the Thunder in 7 games. I wanted the Thunder to win so badly, bro.
I did, but I kind of also didn't, because if they beat the Rockets, who was they going against? The Lakers?
Yeah.
That's not going to be a good game.
That would have been a sweep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, I don't want them. But if the Trailblazers won instead of losing to what?
The Lakers.
The Lakers?
I think the Thunder would have beat the Trailblazers.
Right.
Chris Paul does not get enough credit. Wherever he goes, he either completely rebuilds a team or makes them better. Either way, that team is improving.
Yeah. Which is crazy, because at the age he is, he literally,
But
compared to what we thought that team was going to be a complete fail after Westbrook.
a
left.
lottery team.
Like, completely fail.
The fact that they got to 7 games just speaks volumes.
I thought they was going to be like 8th seed. They was actually, what, 6th seed or 7th or something like that? 5th? Exactly. And that goes to show one person can reform a team.
And yo, bro, going back to it, he's smooth.
Yeah.
By the way, Chris Paul
is the point guard.
he's and people forget his shooting, underrated.
Yeah.
And he is clutch. When you need a bucket, either because the shot clock is running down or
Fourth quarter, what was it? Fourth quarter, game 6?
what was it? He scored
He scored 15 straight.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. It was 15 points that he scored in the fourth quarter alone.
Yeah. Like,
And yo, don't forget,
he came out for that W, man.
they almost won game 7 if it wasn't for James Harden blocking the last shot of the game.
Yeah. Actually,
They had a good looking 3-point shot that would have gave them the W.
To me, though, I can't even say that. I was about to say they shouldn't have gave it to him, but that game, I think he was shooting efficient from the 3.
That player was on fire, bro.
Yeah, so I can't say, but to me, he's more of a defensive player.
But hey,
That game, he was shooting really good, efficiently wise. I think he was like 4 for 7 or something like that from the 3.
Give it to the hot player. How
Yeah.
many people would have expected James Harden in that freaking
That block,
swat?
though. To me though, he hesitated in that shot. That's why he got blocked.
Okay, so for the final series, it was hands down the best. Well, it was the most exciting series of the playoffs so far. It was the Denver Nuggets versus the Utah Jazz.
Yes, it definitely was.
The Nuggets won in 7 games. Mm-hmm. Now, did you watch Game 7? Where
No.
Okay, so Denver won 80-78.
Yeah, I did see that. I don't want to really say this because he played his heart out, but I think it was Spider's fault.
I disagree.
If I'm correct, he fucked up the last play.
Yeah, he
That
did.
turnover,
but they got
them up. Nuggets scored.
They scored the previous possession with their center. He did the hook, which
hook.
made it 80-78. That's
Right.
when the Jazz came down. Mitchell lost it. The Jazz got the steal, fast break, layup, missed.
Okay, yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah,
okay.
but Mitchell was still at the end of the court, so he was wide open for a 3-point shot, and I guess their point guard never saw him. And I don't know. I just would have rather the Jazz have lost if Mitchell missed the game-winning 3-point shot.
The actual attempt, yeah.
Yeah. But the crazy part is, bro, he scored 14 straight points before that. The last 14 points
Mitchell's
scored.
nice, man. He definitely developed into a great player. Definitely.
Bro, he just signed a massive contract. They're not saying how much yet, but it's supposedly the
5 years, I'm pretty sure.
the 5-year max.
I'm pretty sure, man.
I'm glad you said that because I want to get into the stats of Donovan Mitchell and Murray. So the points I'm about to say is first Donovan Mitchell and then Murray for each game. The first game, 57-36. Second game, 30 for Mitchell, only 14 for Murray. 20-12. So Murray had a very up and down series.
Yeah.
Mitchell did not. The fourth game, 51-50.
Yeah, I do remember that.
The very next game, 30-42. Murray outscored Mitchell in game 5. But the sixth game, 44-50. So there was 2 games where both players scored 44 plus points.
Yeah. But Mitchell was more efficient, as you can see, points-wise. I don't know, man. It just sucks when you put your heart out and then you just lose.
You want to hear a crazy thing? In this series where Donovan Mitchell scored 50 points twice, he's the only active player with 2 games or more of 50 points in the postseason. Not even LeBron James or KD can claim that title. Just to put that in perspective. And to make it even worse, just to put it in perspective, Donovan Mitchell was the first player in NBA history to average 35 plus points per game, shoot 50 plus % from the field, 50 plus from beyond the arc, and 90 plus from the line in a single series. Not even MJ can claim those stats. Just to be clear one more time, for the series, he averaged over 35 points per game, shot over 50% from the field and beyond the arc, and over 90 from the line. If I remember correctly, he only missed 2 shots from the line the entire series.
That is ridiculous. He was balling. Like I said, he was balling his heart out. He wanted to win that series.
Yo, every game he scored at least 20, and 5 of the 7 games he scored over 30. This shit is bonkers.
It's like, what more do you want from me?
Yo, there's a reason why he was tired in Game 7.
Yeah, definitely.
Cavs, I don't know how they do it. They just consistently get the first pick in the
'Cause
draft.
they suck. But I don't know how that works though.
But the Knicks suck too, and they
the Knicks. I think the Knicks went like 8, which is low as fuck compared to what
their
their record.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yo, but the highest the Knicks have gone in the past 20 years, I believe, is 3.
They suck at getting picks. Like, they just suck at trying to get the lottery. I don't know what they're doing wrong, but the whole management of the Knicks is just trash. Like, Phil Jackson left, and they're just trash.
No, but you know what's so funny? They were trying to blame Phil Jackson, and then when he leaves, they got even worse. At least Phil Jackson had the smarts to pick KP. He's the one who picked KP. Nobody else did. And
Bro,
who got rid of
why
KP?
not listen to Phil Jackson? Why not? The man knows what he's doing. Apparently,
Well,
the
the
man
thing
got
is-
rings with Kobe and Michael Jordan. Like he knows something.
Well, the thing is, don't bring in a coach whose offense is the triangle, and then you don't run the triangle.
Yeah, that's completely backwards.
That's like bringing in D'Antoni, and you don't run the run and gun. Yeah, yeah. We're gonna slowly bring the ball up, shoot when there's 8 seconds left on the court. That's a Mike D'Antoni system.
The Knicks, please.
By the
Just
way,
fire the whole management and just bring in somebody completely nude. Like, goodness gracious.
I just want a quick whatever to end the episode. Luka is the second youngest player in NBA history to have back-to-back triple-doubles in the playoffs. The first, Magic Johnson. Jamal Murray made postseason history by becoming just the fifth player to have a 50-point shooting game followed by a 40-point. So in 2 games, he scored over 90 points. Want to know who the 4 other people were?
Michael Jordan.
All 4 times.
I already knew that.
No, seriously.
I know.
Oh, okay.
I already knew that. That's crazy.
But yes, I was technically misleading by saying the 5th player. No, this is the 5th time that's happened. It's only the 2nd player. So yes, I know what I said.
What the fudge cakes?
So yeah, Michael Jordan might not have all the records, but he has most of them.
Yeah.
And lastly, another Lucas stat. He is just the 3rd player ever. The game where he had that ridiculous 40, 17, and 13.
Yeah.
He's only the 3rd player ever to have a 48-8 game in the postseason before 24. The other 2 players, Tracy McGrady, and then guess the other,
Michael Jordan.
Jamal Murray.
Ah.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. A lot of history being made this postseason by the
Definitely.
youngsters.
By the youngsters.
All right, guys.
We're definitely going to end this. This video was way overdue over time that we wanted to.
But hey, bro.
We gave you guys good quality, though.
Yes. And I had to discuss the first round because talk about Rhinos and Aliens. You have the East where only 1 game was lost
yeah.
by the victors, and that was still a gentleman's sweep. And then you go over to the West,
And then they are just all complicated.
6-7 game series.
They're all just complicated besides the Lakers.
Everybody making history, bro. Think about it. In the Denver Jazz series, you had 2 players making history, where Donovan Mitchell became a straight up full blown star overnight.
Also, quick update. Steve Nash is now the head coach of the Nets.
Did you see that coming?
No, I did not.
I really thought.
Is it a good thing or bad thing? Real quick.
I don't know. He's never coached.
A lot of
before.
people said it's a bad, but I truly believe it's good only because it's Steve Nash. Steve Nash knows the game. He's never coached, but he's like another Chris Paul. He's just naturally
Well,
good
Steve
at the
Kerr
game.
never coached, and look what he
Exactly. That's why I have great
did.
anticipation for him, like great ambition or whatever I would say. And like I don't know. He also has Kyrie and KD, DeAndre.
This
He
is my
has
thing.
a okay team to build to help.
He wouldn't have been hired if KD and Kyrie did not give the green light.
Yeah, that's true.
Because Atkinson, who is a great coach, he was fired because at least Kyrie did not want him.
Yeah.
So if Kyrie did not want Steve Nash, you know what? Steve Nash would not be the coach.
Right.
My only perspective, I was just shocked because I really thought that they were going to get Greg Popovich. There's so many rumors, the respect factor, the pedigree.
He's a head coach somewhere now.
Spurs.
Management.
No, Greg Popovich, the Spurs coach.
Yeah, he's general manager of somewhere.
I think
over at the Spurs, I think now.
I don't know. I think he's always been that or something, bro. He's always been part of the.
Oh, you're right. I think he's general manager and was head coach.
Yeah.
Which is
He's still head coach. Let's
Yeah.
make that clear.
yeah. Never mind.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That was good.
Misinformation, guys. I apologize.
It's all good. You were just excited.
I was. But let's end it. All right, guys. 5 fingers real quick.
The 5-finger rhino thrust. Let's be clear. Copyright.
Yes, I apologize. 5-finger rhino thrust. Number 1, like the video. Number 2, subscribe.
Yeah.
Number 3,
Hit that bell.
hit that bell for all of our notifications.
I can't do the noise you do. The ring.
The ring a ding 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 ding. Number 4,
Share that bitch.
share.
And
Number
yes,
5,
we mean share it to your kids and your pets,
Yes.
especially.
grandmothers, all of that.
I forgot about the grandparents.
Number 5, comment of any situation or any topic that we talked about.
Yeah, comment about those funny videos on Twitter. Comment about how you feel about the Batman. Comment about how you feel about that one Bella
The
thingamajig.
Bella Thorne
Yeah.
situation.
And yo, talk to us about the NBA because, yo, man,
It's a lot of stuff going on. Like he said, a lot of history going on.
this might be my favorite round 1, at least on the West Side, because, bro, oh my God, it's just
It's just all over the place.
perfect example of orgasm city for sports.
Guys, also just for a
No, I'm being
update,
serious, bro. Like, if I was watching those live, I would have been beating my meat. I'm like, this shit's crazy. Not because of the players, but
Hey,
because of
this
the
is-
stats.
All right.
Cadoodle. LOPH.
Peace. Just a friendly reminder, guys. Hit the subscribe button in this corner. And then for the newest video. Then for the most recommended. And then for our famous dick pic.